Welcome back. In her debut novel titled Adopted and Abducted, 14-year-old Lesego Ndima takes us on a journey of Madeline, who at the age of 17 discovers that the people that raised her are not her real parents. This book will take you on an emotional turmoil as you get engrossed in the roller coaster life of a girl who encounters horrific events in the pursuit of a true identity. Lesego is in studio with me this morning. Lesego, thank you very much for joining me. This is quite interesting. You're a 14-year-old girl and you wrote this book. What made you want to write about the issues around adoption and then eventually this girl gets kidnapped?
I would like to correct an error that you made. Yeah. I'm actually 15.
You're actually 15. Yes, sorry, not 14.
15. Sorry. And writing about adoption and abduction is something that people go through, and we as other people don't actually look at that other side that people are going through in life. We tend to actually turn our backs on those people, not giving them enough support about their journeys and not listening to their stories. So I tried to encounter people on that. People are going through adoption and there's abduction in our countries, in our world. So I tried to encounter that to teach people about that.
So very, very quickly, for the benefit of our viewers, give me a brief outline of Adopted and Abducted.
Adopted and Abducted is about a 17-year-old girl who finds out that the people she's been living with, they're not her real family, they're not her real parents, and she's given a chance to meet her real parents. So when she gets there, things are not as she wanted them to be. So she decides to go back home to her foster parents. On her way back home, she becomes abducted.
Okay. So, okay, you've corrected, you're a 15-year-old girl. But what goes through your mind? Because your Madeline has already had this trauma of finding out that she's been adopted. Mm-hmm. Then she goes and finds her parents, and her parents are not what she expected them to be. On her way home, she then gets abducted. It's a double whammy for your lead protagonist. What made you want to kind of write it from that perspective?
Writing that from that perspective is that we as young people, like when we have problems, we tend to run away from home, not realizing that actually running away, you're going to cause more problems because there's abduction. So you run away from home and you become abducted. So I'm trying to teach young people that it's not the best choice to run away from home.
It's always better to talk about your issues.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this love for literature and where it comes from.
This love for literature, I have passion for writing, and since I was in grade 3, I think I was 8 years old, I've just loved writing after an assignment that we were given, and yeah, I never stopped writing.
So you fell in love with it. It reads on the back of the jacket here, it says that you're also a motivational speaker or a public speaker. Mm-hmm. In that process, have you encountered anybody that's gone through a process or a similar issue in life that kind of wanted you? Is there how much truth is there in this book?
I wouldn't say there's that much truth because I wrote it from my own perspective. So I haven't gotten the chance to speak to people who have been adopted and people who've been abducted, but I do plan on doing that in the near future.
I'm very proud of you, and I'm sure your parents must be very proud of you. Talk to me about the decision to put it in a pocket-sized, as opposed to going big book, as
a pocket size. A pocket size. Young people, like we as young people, don't want big books. A book for a young person is like more work. So if it's a pocket size, you can take it anywhere with you, and each time you have
That's really good thinking.
You can use it. Thank you.
So talk to me about your parents. They must be so proud of you. When you said, Mommy, Daddy, I want to write a book, or I'm going to write a book about a child that finds out they're adopted, then she's abducted, kidnapped, and all that. What was their first reaction?
The first reaction, they were like, wow, really? Yeah. And then they helped me through the process. They were the first ones to read my book. And helped me through every little mistake that I made.
So who was the most helpful? I don't want you to out your parents, but who was the most helpful?
The most helpful, I would say my father was most helpful.
Because dads are always the best.
Yeah, in book. And my mom was more helpful in the support that I needed.
Nice comeback. I can see you've got skill there. Okay. How's the public reacted to the book? How's people that have read the book, how have they reacted to it?
I've got good reviews. Some even say that it should be in a movie. So I think, it's been good reviews so far.
And where can people that are watching you this morning, they become a fan of yours, where can they get a copy of this book?
We're still trying to get the book in the market, but so far you can contact my father.
Is there a website address that people can log on to?
No, we haven't gotten it into the internet yet. We're still in that process.
But we'll just Google the details. I'm sure. Well, let's not give your details away. But if people that are interested, they can Google. It's called Adopted and Adopted and Abducted by Lesego Ndima. Come on, guys, let's go and support this. She is 15 years old, not 14. She's at Vryburg High School in the Northwest, and she's speaking to us about her debut novel. Let's go and support these young people. I think this is really, really amazing. And I love the fact that your father was more instrumental than your mother in helping you with this book. We take it back. Don't go anywhere.